I'm so happy you're here. This means that you have chosen to stop working for just a paycheck and to take action to become an irresistible boss in the career of your dreams. So, what's a career development plan? Well, that's what we'll be talking about today. So, who am I? I am Janaea Frederick. I'm a career development coach. I help professionals strengthen their professional identity so they can stop working for just a paycheck and become an irresistible boss working in the career of their dreams. So why do I care about this? I remember when I first got my degree, I had the false hope that jobs would be flocking to me. But no, I was still working at Walmart, so now I was just a Walmart worker with a college degree. When I finally got the opportunity to work in my profession, I was fired 6 months later. Then I started working as a CNA. Yes, a CNA, a college degreed CNA. Then I went back into my profession as a mental health professional. I love working with my clients. I love teaching them skills and educating them about their mental health. But there was something missing. Something just wasn't with me. I know for sure I was doing work after work, but that wasn't it. I enjoyed what I was learning. It was that I didn't know who I was, what I wanted, what I truly wanted, what job would take me working with people, the skills I had from educating on mental health, put it together, and I get to teach this to people. And that's when career development coach emerged. Today we will be talking about the career development plan. What is it? Why it would be important for you? And what it would do for you. Along the way, we're going to talk about the starting point, where you are now, the destination, where are you going, the gap, what you need to do, and the route, how to get there. Have you ever heard keep your private life separate from your work life? Well, I'm here to tell you that it's not about keeping your private life separate from your professional life. It's learning how to identify who you are at work as a professional and taking that work identity and incorporating it in your life. I could give you an example. If you learn something at work, like me, I was a CNA. I learned how to wash my hands for 20 seconds. Why wouldn't you take that education and bring it back home? This is a professional identity. It's the incorporation of skills and knowledge obtained throughout your lifetime to create a unique identity that allows you to achieve the best position in the workplace as possible. How can you ever imagine to be a CEO if you only could see yourself as a cashier? What if you're the only one in your family to own your own business, but you don't know how to get there? Where these passions and these desires go? They're inside of you, waiting for you to emerge it. That's the irresistible boss in you. It's waiting for you to unlock it. What would it take for you to take action to become that irresistible boss that you are destined to be? Now, what is a career plan? According to Indeed.com, a career plan is a personal action plan used to create a roadmap for your career. Addresses the starting point, destination, the gap, and the route. Example of me before I had my career plan. Working as a mental health professional. And not being well trained. I just had the degree, so they hired me. I had to do work After work, a lot of self-study, learning what anxiety was, depression was, and then I learned how to incorporate time management. I had to do all that, had to learn all that, how to teach people how to incorporate that in their life. But I also know that the other professionals, when you know who you are and you're working in a job that you love, the smile and the joy and the fulfillment that you could bring with you. When I was stressed at work, I came home stressed out. And when I'm happy at work, I come home happy at home. Because career shifts happen to all of us. They have a negative or positive effect on our emotional being, our physical health, and our family life. I gave the example of what we all experienced in 2020, especially the service workers who worked hand in hand with people that was fighting the COVID-19. Now, they had some that experienced anxiety and depression more intensely than the rest. Why is this? My theory is the ones that knew that they was coming to serve others, that was walking in their purpose, that knew who they were, knew what the job entitles, that didn't go in it for the paycheck, were more happy and willing to go to work knowing that they was risking their lives. So why career development plan in the first place? Well, it stopped you from working for just a paycheck because you realize all the skills and knowledge and the interests and personality traits you have. Give you motivation to go for what you want. Shows you what interest attracts you to that type of job. For instance, if you like working with little kids, you could probably be a teacher or a daycare worker. It allows you to make intentional choices towards your career of your dreams. Know what you need to do in your next career plans and look at the skill sets you already have. The starting point is where you are now in your career. Who are you? What is your dreams? What is your aspirations? But where are you now? What you doing? Who you giving to? Who you feeding into? These are the questions I ask myself when I feel myself stuck. What are your past experience? What do I enjoy doing? What skills and talents do I have? What am I doing when I feel excited or motivated at work? Do I prefer leading, working with others, or by myself? What energizes me? What drains my energy? What about my career makes me want to get up in the morning? Do I have a calling? The destination is where you're going. Where do you see yourself 2 to 6 months from now in your career? Be as particular or broad as you want. The examples I got is I want to serve others. I want to become the manager at my current job. I want to be the CEO of my own business. Remember, these are your dreams. You put it out there. Job happiness equal home happiness. The gap. The gap is figuring out how to know from where you at, the starting point, the destination where you're going, and this tells you what the skills, knowledge, or education you do have to get you to that point, or what you need to do to get you to that point. I have ONET at the bottom of the screen. This is a wonderful website to help you put in skills, and it will link you with occupations that coordinate with your skills. The route. The route is the actual plan to get you from A, B to C. For this, I gave you a good example up here. We're going to use the SMART goals model. S stands for SMART. M stands for measurable. A stands for attainable. R stands for relevant. And T stands for timeable. Now I'll bring down a little easier for you. For this example, I say I want to be a manager at Walmart, but I'm a cashier within the next year. So you want to be a manager at Walmart in the next year. So that's very smart. You know, you're saying exactly what you want to do. Measurable. Can people see you becoming a cashier to a manager? A. Attainable. Can you actually become this manager? This is I have people skills. I know how to negotiate disagreements. I know how to work good under pressure. These are some qualities you have that you could bring to the table, but you probably still need some things to work up. Aura is relevant. Is this important for you? Is this something you want or you desire, or other people saying you could be a good manager, or this is something you want? T, timeable. I put on this example within the next year. Within the next year, I got some other goals that if you see the end of the chart, it's saying need to talk to a manager, need to gain skills in transitioning from cashier to manager. You need to talk to a manager because they're in that position. They could tell you where you're lacking, where you need to go. So that's things you could write on the depth of it or the gap part. You could write down what they tell you. You could talk to other co-workers. They could tell you where you lack at. Recap. You can leave your work at work without bringing it at home. You have the skills you need to take action to wake up in the morning and in a career of your dreams. Smart goals are for smart people. You could become that irresistible boss. I know because you're here. Take this from me. You have talents. You have gifts. And your gifts and your talents are good and perfect to work for a purpose to serve God and others. Here's the link I promised you at the beginning of the video. Just click and you will see the worksheet. Just please save a copy before you make any edits so other people could see the unedited part of the career development plan. And if you still find yourself struggling after you do this because of uncertainties, because you're not too sure, schedule a free 30-minute discovery call with me now. Let's get you out of that and become that irresistible boss that you know you are.